He's looking for fruit. On June the 2nd of this year, there's a place where the Lord will take me to quite regularly, and I think it's still on the earth, but it's on a very, very high level, a mountain range somewhere, high enough just to see the curvature of the earth. So it's very high, but it's not cold, so it's a bit confusing where I am. And often I'll find myself there with the Lord, and that happened to me on June the 2nd of this year. And I stood there, and the Lord was looking out over just across the earth off this high mountain range. And it was like I could almost feel a tinge of sadness with him. But he was looking straight out. And after I stood there for quite a long time, eventually I said, Lord, what is it? And he said this, he said, the earth is groaning under the weight of sin. That the time is short. Life on this planet is about to undergo great change. He said the birth pangs are now advanced and the end is near. As soon as the harvest is gathered in, cataclysmic events will reshape this planet and the earth will be at peace again. Then he looked at me and he said, this is not the time to think about yourself. There has never been a time like this before, and life cannot continue on as normal. And he said, do not think of what I can do for you, but what you can do for me and others. And he paused to let that kind of drop in, sink in a little lower. Time is short, he said. Live your life as if there is no time left. Yes. The night is upon you. And then he said, but at evening time it shall be light. And that's a quote from Zechariah chapter 14 verse 7. Then he said, pursue, intensely pursue holiness and the fear of the Lord. Then he looked at me with a look that indicated, now listen to me carefully. And he paused and he looked at me and he said, no more delays are possible. Wow. You know, in the past we've had delays and you can go around the mountain again. There isn't time to do that anymore. If we fall off the track, we might not be able to get back on. He said, no more delays are possible. Streamline your life. The finishing line is in sight. The day of the Lord is at hand. Tell my people time is running out and the night is far spent. See, Ephesians 5:14 says, wherefore he saith, awake, thou that sleepest, arise from the dead, and Christ shall give you life. See that you walk circumspectly, and not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Circumspectly, with care, with diligence, rescuing lost time. You know, lots of things we spend time on have absolutely no worth at all. Have you ever thought about your life and just sat down and think, man, I spend my thing doing this, and there's no value in it at all? That means to redeem the time you've got left, and use the time that we have. And I was thinking about this flying in on the plane, and the story of David Wilkerson, Teen Challenge. David Wilkerson came to me. He was pastoring just an ordinary church, just not really much happening. And he used to come home at night, and after service, come home at night, put his feet up and watch television till the late hours of the morning, just to kind of relax, One day the Lord said to him, why don't you give that time to me? And he said, but Lord, this is my time. I've worked hard for you all day. This is my time. And the Lord spoke to him 3 or 4 times about this. And so eventually he said, okay, I will do this. I'll do this. And so instead of spending that time in the evening watching TV to relax, he spent some time seeking the Lord. And I think it was about somewhere like the 7th or 8th week he had an encounter with the Lord. And Teen Challenge came into being around the world, redeeming the time.